I know you heard from everyone telling you lies. So just lay down beside me, give me all your issues. I'll take them and I'll make them mine. Don't get caught up in your feelings, just feel them. It's okay if you wanna cry. I'll hold you forever, chase away all of your bad dreams. You got me, you always got me. Let it out, just feel it. Let it out, cry it all out to me. When you're down, when your heart stops beating, you got me, you always got me. Let it out, out. When you're down, when your heart stops beating, you got me, you always got me. I know you're scared, you wanna hide away sometimes. I know you heard from everyone telling you lies. So just lay down beside me, give me all your issues. I'll take them and I'll make them mine. Don't get caught up in your feelings, just feel them. It's okay if you wanna cry. I'll hold you forever, chase away all of
Welcome,
your
everybody.
bad
We are
dreams.
going live
You
in just a
got me,
moment.
you always got
Out
me.
on YouTube as well. All right, we are live. I'm going to post this in the Telegram channel. And woo, what a great day. We're excited. This is our very first AMA session. Today, we've got Dima Saskanov with us, the founder and CEO of Blockchain Sports. What a great day. We're excited. This is our very first AMA Echo on YouTube there. Great to be with you. Andre is with us as well, the architect behind the blockchain infrastructure. Of course, the Limitless founders, Edward and Ilya. Good to see you guys today. And we've got a great call lined up. A lot of information, a lot of exciting news, and we just want to welcome everybody. So, Edward, Ilya, why don't you guys jump in for a moment while I get this link sent out for the YouTube? And good to have everybody here today.
Hey, yeah, excited to hear more stuff in details from Andre because in Dubai, when he started talking prior the full presentation, he went right away straight into depth of Atleta and other stuff. I was sitting next to both of you guys, and I go like, I wonder how much people understand what's Atleta because nobody even heard of it yet. We didn't announce it. So I think this call is going to be amazing because now that people already have information, they already know what's going on. They this is going to be really interesting to watch because what we have here, it's unheard of, and it's going to be really nice.
I think, Edward, the reason why he started that way is because he assumed that the whole world knows about Atleta and Atlacoin, right?
Yeah, because he slept and dream and breathe and he's
Exactly.
doing like this, and he thinks everybody's he can't wait, but we were keeping it kind of in a secret for many reasons anyway. But yeah, it's exciting. I remember first day when I met, we actually three of us met together with Andre, and how he starts speaking like so fast into it. I love it.
And Andre, yeah, you will jump on very soon. If possible, please speak a little bit slower because we have 13 languages, simultaneous translation. So if you speak like really fast, it's you will give very hard time to them. And also we have Polish language under Portuguese, right? So this kind of, when we have so many languages, unfortunately we are limitless, but we have some limitations in the Zoom settings.
We are limitless, but Zoom is not.
Yeah, but Zoom is not, exactly. So Polish is under Portuguese.
Man, it's so cool to be here with you guys. Dima, I know that you are not feeling well. I just had the same thing. The last few days, after the Dubai event, brother, my body just crashed. I know, both of us, all of us have just been so nonstop for the last 2 months preparing for that Dubai event. And I know that you have been traveling literally one day you're in one country, the next day you're in another country, and you have been all over the world, all different time zones, just putting so many things together. And I know that your body finally said enough is enough, and you hopefully able to take some rest. So thank you for being with us today, even though you're not feeling well. And we won't ask you to speak too much today. But Dima, why don't you say hello to everybody as we get started?
Thank you, Jeremy. Yes, it's true. Last years, I was in 37 countries. I travel a lot because I push all my energy to this project. Everything, 100%. Every square centimeter of my body, I push here. All my mind, everything in blockchain sports. And this event in 21st of February was to me like final vision of everything what I do last years. And after it, my body tell me that now you should
Take
take a
some
rest
vacation.
because without fever I can't stop. And fever say right now you should stop for 1 week. And I feels better, and that's why I'm here, because I want to continue explain everything about our project, about technology, about emotion, about football players, about everything. And today I try to push some parts of my energy to our community and show them how huge our project. So
it's going to be amazing. It was the same for me. When we came back from Dubai, I was quite sick, but we had some very important calls, right, that we did for our community. And, I pushed through those calls, but then afterwards, done, right? Turn the phone off and go lay down, brother. Go lay down. So thank you for being with us, and you as well, Andre. What an amazing first week, right? We launched last week in Dubai, the Limitless Crowdfund Partnership. The founders packs have gone live. Nearly 40 million in founders packs has already been sold. And this week we will be releasing the content in all the different languages, webinars lined up in many different countries, the videos, the PowerPoints, because we know people are just lining up right now and saying we want to understand, we want to be able to present this project. So from this AMA session moving forward, it's just going to be even more and more momentum. But what an exciting project. I mean, I'll tell you, when you talk about a project where technology meets real life, this project checks all of the boxes. I mean, it really does. You're talking about an industry of sports, which is such a relevant conversation for 90% of people in the world today. When you talk about passion, I love that. I love that we're starting with football. What some countries may call soccer. We're starting with football because of all of the sports in the world. The passion that football has, football fans and countries and cities and communities, the passion that unites people together around football is there. I love the digital component of this project, the blockchain component that is in place, and this project really truly does just check all of the boxes. So today we're going to dive in, guys, to some information, and I think what would be a good way to start is Edward Ilya. I'm going to pull up the PowerPoint that goes through some of the introduction slides about blockchain sports. And then I think from there, we could stop, pause, and then move into the questions and bring our guest on today as well. So does that sound good for everybody?
It does. Let's do it, Jeremy.
Okay.
yes.
So you guys should be able to see my screen right now, correct?
Yep.
All right. pull this into presentation mode. So again, I think this is what, what really, sizzles with the project is that you have blockchain or you have Web3 technology meeting IRL, right? In real life sports business. And by the way, the website to really get everything you need to learn more about blockchain sports, all of the social media links, the white paper, everything from the digital side of the business to the physical side of the business, all the links are there, is bcsports.io. So again, it's bcsports.io. So you want to definitely save that and get really familiar. There's some incredible content. We also today sent out the new official Telegram group of blockchain sports. And so it's going to filled with all kinds of updates and information for you there as well. September 1st is the official launch date. What does that mean? That means that the founders program ends and the project goes public. We go to the public on September 1st of this year. And here's just a couple of, I think, really good places to start. And Dima, I think we'll bring you in for a couple of this. So who is blockchain sports? Well, we're going to let Dima tell us that, but here's a couple of highlights. Blockchain sports is a Web3 ecosystem bringing breakthrough technology into the global sports industry, beginning with football. The project is 18 months in development with 30 million in private investments that have already been executed. That's prior to the founders pack being launched last week. 30 million and over 18 months of development, both on the technology side as well as on the real world side of business with sports. They built a proprietary multi-layer blockchain called Atleta, and a first-class football academy in Brazil is under construction. They've acquired multiple technology companies and football clubs, partnered with top sports organizations all around the world, and they have well over 300 Web3 experts just on the blockchain sports side of the project. And I believe, Dima, you tell us, I believe you have a lot more at your offices, a lot more developers overall that are dedicated to all of the different areas of the project. So why don't we just stop here? I'm going to turn the screen share off, and why don't we just start here with Dima? Tell us, who is blockchain sports? Tell us, give us the story and give us some good information about who blockchain sports is, because for many people, this is the first time that they're hearing directly from you, the founder and the CEO. What's the vision? What work has been done up till now? Tell us a little bit of the story around this project.
Okay. What is blockchain sports? Blockchain sports, it's first of all people, but people not only from development world. Development world, it's my side, because I and my team have today more than 14 companies that's based all over the world. It's more than today maybe 800 developers who work in this project. Yes, Jeremy say true that more than 300 developers work only in blockchain ecosystem, because it's very, very huge project, and we want to start mainnet in 1st of September. Before it, maybe before 3 months, we will start testnet. And we think that this blockchain in future, maybe in next 1-2 years, will be in top 10 blockchain in the world. Yes, it's our target. We want to go to top 10. Because we know that so much technology we want to integrate to this ecosystem. And today, I can't say that some other blockchain can have so much technologies. It's about developers, but blockchain have in other side football players and football legends. And today, when we start this project in 15th of January in Brazil, a lot of football players start coming to us, a lot of legends. They all won't be with us because they feel that blockchain, it's like a island of security for football players, because blockchain sports give to them some safety, their reputation. They give to them new opportunities because they can promote very good things. They can promote technology. They can promote young football players, academies in all over the world. And you see that in 21st of February, a lot of football players from all over the world come to our events. And they come not because we invite all of them. They come because they all want to come to us and see what happened. Why so many football players from all over the world coming here? And when they see it in arena and see what happened, yes, maybe they understand not 100%, because they are sportsmen, they're not businessmen, but they understand one main thing, that this project builds from hearts. Because first of all, for us, it's not money. First of all, for us, it's give a lot of opportunities to young guys to save them from crime. Because in Brazil, we have very huge program about that we come into favela, we take from poor regions young guys, give to them a lot of opportunities, good trainers, good academies, everything, and they have a choice to grow in. And we know that most famous Brazilian football players, they from poor regions, and football players see it, and they after events start discuss with us about, guys, you want to change world of football because you're so huge, your vision is very clean, and 10 from 10 football players say that, guys, right now we're with you, and you can invite us to all group, you can invite us to all marketing, we want to be with you. Because they know that if they come with us to next years, they will have everything. They will have cleanest reputation, I think. They will have very good technology. They will have good family around who work in football. And today I think that blockchain, it's not only technology. Blockchain, it's I tell in stage about emotion, and blockchain, it's very huge island of emotion for all football players, all trainers, coaches, for everybody who come to our island. Jeremy, it's like
Dima,
something like this.
No, it's so true, man. I remember when we were in Brazil together, Edward, Ilya, and I, and some of our top leaders flew out there. You guys had a big press release event. There were governors there. There were ministries of sports there. You had a private meeting with the president there. There were footballers there, coaches there. Zico was there. Romario was there. Famous footballers were there. And 1,000 people were there. News channels were there. But we had an opportunity to sit down over those few days together with some of the legends that are partnered with you, that are working with you. And we had the opportunity to ask them, what is it that has you excited as a footballer? Some of them now own their own clubs. They own their own academies. What is it about blockchain sports that has you excited? And I'll tell you, one of the biggest answers we got from all the different football legends and coaches and whatever, the number one answer that I heard was, this is going to change the future of football forever. I started to hear from them how right now in the football world, and let me clarify, they were literally only talking about the first area of the project, and that was to decentralize the acquisition of young talent. to democratize that environment and give young athletes this opportunity, and then using technology to find the best talent, to make sure that we're not just bringing players in because they need help or because they're nice kids, but that we're bringing in the superstars of the future and giving them this environment of the most professional training that they could possibly receive, the best health and nutrition and lifestyle guidance they could ever receive. And then not just training them, but taking them all the way into the placement into their professional career, getting their professional contracts. And as I talked to the club owners, they said this is a dream come true, because they said in the world of football, you have these big clubs who have all the money in the world. They have a lot of money to work with. But 99% of the clubs in the sports world, in the football world, they don't have the money to keep the young talent coming in. So once they buy a big player, they spend everything they have to get one player. And now for the next 3 years, they have no young talent coming up in their organizations. And they said, if we can decentralize this through an NFT model, we can decentralize the acquisition of these players. And if fans, football fans, or investors or individuals around the world can be a part of helping these young players come into their careers, start their careers, they said this one thing alone will absolutely change the whole world of football. And it's so powerful to think that we have a chance to decentralize a $500 billion a year industry. This is huge. So Dima, why don't we talk specifically about that for a moment? Because I think that will also lead us to some of the blockchain conversation with Andre. But it's so exciting when you think about this platform, this marketplace that goes live on September 1st. Tell us about the marketplace. Tell us about this decentralized fan player model. Tell us about this NFT marketplace, and where did that idea come from, and why is that so powerful? Because I think that that's the very first thing that everyone hears and says, wow, even if this is the only thing that blockchain sports was going to do, it's a disruptive idea that's going to do big things in the world of sports. So why don't we start there today? Let's talk specifically about that part of your business model.
Okay. About NFT marketplace. Yes, we have today connection in more than 25 countries. These connections, it's most of all famous football players of these countries, and it's scouting agency, it's agent, FIFA agent, and a lot of people from football. All of them have some young diamonds. Every scout, every agent, every famous football players, they have in their pocket like 3-5 young guys, and they believe that these guys, when they grow, and they will be second Messi or second Neymar, I don't know. And this kind of young diamonds in all over the world, it's very huge number of these people. And I want to collect, our team want to collect them in one global platform. And that's why we open scouting NFT marketplace. What it means? For example, today we have more than 50 football ambassadors, and every football ambassador, it's not like ambassador, it's like partners. And today it's like partners, because half years ago they tell me that, Dima, blockchain is not good for our reputation. They scared some connection with blockchain. But today, when they see everything, when they feel everything and understand how it's work, they all say that, Dima, today we can promote blockchain. today we can tell everything about your technology in all over the world, and we're not scared because we see everything, because we see that just president of Brazil wanna meet me in March, and I will go to Brasilia to meet with him because he wanna help he wanna give some help for our blockchain sports ecosystem, because he see how we growing in Brazil. One president from little European country, I don't want to tell name of this country. I will open it in future, but they want to integrate our technology to their country in government line, and yesterday we have meeting in Kazakhstan with Ministry of Sports, and he wanna integrate our technology to Kazakhstan. And every day new country try to connect with us. We have meeting with FIFA. FIFA come to us because they see that what happened in Dubai. They start call to all football players whom we invite or who come to our project in Dubai, and they ask what happened. Where are you going all? And when they start know about blockchain, they in one moment call to Kevin and say, Kevin, preparing meeting with Dima because we want to understand what happened. And we present to them everything about blockchain. They say, oh guys, 5 years, a lot of people around the world want to do it. It's like about digital ID, about passports of every football players, about profiles, but only a lot of speaking around, but no action. Nobody do it. And we start do it, and they say that, okay, we will see next 6 months how you growing, and after 6 months we want to come to you and like make some, how to say, some test of your ecosystems, and if everything good, we will give to you certificate from FIFA that this system is approved by FIFA. And it's not only speak today. We hard work about this, and Kevin work with FIFA governments, and I think that it will be huge. About NFT marketplace, what we wanted to do today. We start from 16 countries. Because these 60 countries, it's very important for us. It's 16 countries in 4 continents. 4 countries from South America, 4 countries from Africa, 4 countries from Europe, and 4 countries from Asia. For us, it's very important because we want to invite to our marketplace people, young guys from all over the world. And every football players whom we invite to our marketplace, it's in our vision, maybe young diamonds, maybe yes, maybe not, because it depends from these guys. It depends from trainers, from academies. A lot of things will happen to be like very, very famous football players, and that's why decentralized system give to us a lot of opportunities. And if we invite more than 10,000 football players to this scouting platform, give to them opportunities like investment from people and helping of growing football academies. If we connect to them computer vision in real time and can show in real time their statistic, how they growing. If we connect stream that every investors, every guy who come to our platform can see in real time how he training right now, which statistic he show, and connect everything and collect all this information in profile of these football players, and sell maybe parts of these football players, 20% to our community. Community can come to our platform and buy, for example, shares of 100 football players, not only 100, and they have choice to have real diamond, because choosing these football players, it's very hard. We have a lot of programs in all over the world, and we already started in Brazil. It's named Tempo de Futebol. Every day we check more than 1,000 football players every day, and only one guy from 1,000 come to our program. Only one from 1,000, and we growing in this scouting ecosystem, and we think that this platform can change football because we create like global platform, and it's open to every person who come to this platform. It's because you see that in real world every football club closed. They closed everything. They not show nothing, statistics. They not show training. They not show their results, and we want to change it. We want to open everything, and I think, Jeremy, and it's only one of 16 projects that we are creating, and this it's only start. And I think that it really can change football world.
Absolutely, Dima. Your background, your history, what you guys are putting together is huge. What Dima has just talked about is just the first 1 and 2 categories of the 6 categories, literally just the NFT marketplace and the scouting platform. And today we're not going to get into details on the academies and the clubs within the blockchain sports franchise, which has a roadmap to expand into every continent and many countries around the world. Today, we're not going to talk about the health technologies that are in place with the health data and the player data that's going to be available on the blockchain. That just literally changes. I know many of the footballers that were there in Dubai said this is one of the things they're very excited about is the future of sports science and health, the technology R&D. Guys, today we're not even going to talk about the virtual reality systems that Dima and his team have already acquired and are implementing into the platform, the AI technologies that are being used, the interactive gaming technologies that are going to be a part of this blockchain technology. It's a whole nother category. The entertainment world. Dimo, I know that you've talked a lot about the reality TV show, the live events that can be hosted around the world, the opportunity for the fantasy leagues, the open platform for developers. I mean, this is so powerful, guys, that people that are in the gaming development world can build their sports games, their athletic games, and bring them into this platform as well. So many big opportunities. Dima, this was a huge moment for us in Dubai when you invited Edward, Ilya, and I to come up on stage, and Dr. Sanjay presented this official certificate of valuation. This was based on just 10 of the intellectual property technology developments that you guys already have in your hands. Over a $1 billion valuation today. Guys, think about this. The project has not even gone live yet, and already the valuation just on the intellectual property is over $1 billion. And it was just an incredible moment for all of us why we were there together. And I want to throw it over to Edward and Ilya because Dima, you and I have been going back and forth. But Edward, Ilya, you two were the ones who saw this vision long before I did. You saw the opportunity. You really caught the vision for what blockchain sports could be. It took me a while to really understand how this was going to work. But Edward, as a businessman, as someone who's invested in and owns businesses all over the world, what was it about this project? What is it about this project that you saw, and this team that you saw, that said this is not just going to be big. This is something that we need to bring to our community?
I remember when me and Ilya and Dima, we were talking about, and we were talking in that moment specifically only about two things. Actually, it's one in two different categories. It was just about football players. It was about transfer football players. And when I realized how big is this market and how close this market for people, it's like inside going. And the first thing we did, we actually invest some money into some footballers. Before we even thought we were going to launch this, we were just looking just aside. No, let's just do it for us, right? So we're done it. We put it, and we see how how this talent, when it's transferring, how much money made in this transfer, right? And when Dima talked about NFTs, how we can do this for community and everything, it's just start opening up. And then he talked about the Acapiaro, the facility where they develop. So that's what got us really the bigger vision, and that's only one. And then like Dima talks about, I have a cherry. Yes, a lot of cherries. When we start seeing another project developing inside this, and there's more and more and more and more, and it's all come into blockchain. And this evaluation only of this few projects, there's more projects that Dima, even yesterday we were talking, and he said, I have one more cherry for you guys. I have main shot, but I want to show you one more. And when he showed, I was like blown away. I go like, this is big.
We called it the atomic bomb cherry. Like what you showed us yesterday, Dima, was the atomic bomb.
Jeremy, because I collect in my team one departments. It's cherry growing departments maybe. It's young guys from all over the world. They work only in generation of ideas, only in this part. It's 10 guys. They're crazy, and they're not like normal people from land. they think they think in other vision. And they have other vision, and every day they generate something new and try to connect to blockchain ecosystem. And I wanna complete my speech and tell one thing that for community. Today, every founder, every user who have founder packs, he have nodes. This node generates coin, and because a lot of people ask. Okay, I buy this founder package, but what it give to me, and how I can have my profits or have some opportunities. And I want to tell that yes, nodes generate coin. This coin will start in 1st of September, and our blockchain that Andrew explain in next 10 minutes, maybe, yes. Will be growing very fast. Why? It's my part, because we are collect so many technologies in a lot of location. Not like location. We collect technology in AI. AI have their community. VR, it's another community. For example, gaming, it's one more community. Football, one more community. And in total, it's billion people. It's billion people because we take a lot of football ambassadors, football partners, football legends who have their community. Only check these 50 football players who already in our project, how many followers they have. 750 million followers.
Wow.
And we only start because we have half years to preparing this family, like to grow in our family of football players. I want to have in September more than 100 football legends. who want to work with us, who already work with us, with whom we signed the contract. And now only imagine if all these football players from all over the world start speak about blockchain ecosystem, blockchain sports ecosystems. How much followers start thinking about it, how much people come to our platform, and how our value growing up. And every founders who buy right now founders package, he come to us earlier. Like, it's not pre-sale, it's earlier than pre-sale. It's because first round that you say, it's not like we invite a lot of investors and gather these 30 millions. It's our money, guys. It's our money. Nobody, community, it's first investors who come to us. And they first who start feeling in 1st of September that they already have some parts of this coin. And when it starts promotion in every square meters of planet, because huge reality show, huge movie with Netflix, a lot of marketing in all social media, all football players, a lot of ambassadors who start observe our technology, and it's happened in one time, everything. Maybe in August, maybe in September, we'll see, but I think it's maybe 1 week, 2 weeks before when we start Launchpad. Not like Launchpad, launching our project in 1st September. Billions people will know about starting blockchain sports ecosystem. I can't understand which value we can invite to our ecosystem. I can't understand, Jeremy. And
incredible.
This is answer why so much technology around blockchain ecosystem. This is answer why emotion is very important for us, because people like emotion. They like see what's happened. They like see losses, success, everything. And we will show everything in global marketing, and it help us to grow it. Yes, I think.
Yes. Really quick, since we're talking about football players, and can you like touch base really quick just in what is specifically football legends are doing here with blockchain? Where are they specifically? Why are they involved? Besides the Instagram, besides that, because we know there's some of them they partner. Like, maybe break it down, because this is I heard these questions from a lot of people.
Yes. Okay, I give you the answer. Look, every football players whom we invite to our project or who come to us, in previous life, like in previous time, 10 years, 20 years ago, when they was professional football players, they was very huge. They have very good reputation, a lot of followers, a lot of money, everything. And when they finish their career, their life fell down. They spend their money, they start marketing not good things, and their reputation falls down, and they start lose this bridge with professional football. Yes, they go to some events, they go to some games with football legend, but it's not enough to them. They want more. And the main goal for all these football players, we are create very, very huge way to 2034. In 2034, in Saudi Arabia, will be World Championship of Football. And why I come here to Middle East with Kevin, with Torsten, with a lot of football players, because we're preparing to make very, very huge deals with Middle East country. We want to help them to preparing to this World Championship that will happen after 10 years. And all football players who right now connect to our project, they have opportunities to be in our project. What we wanted to do, we want to create in more than 16 countries in all over the world football academies that start invite young football players from 10 to 70 years old from all countries to these academies, best of the best in every countries. And all these academies will connect to our global platform with all computer vision statistics, with ID, digital ID, with profiles, with everything. And all these statistics we will connect to main football academy that we want to create in one of the Middle East country. I don't want to talking about this country right now because it's next maybe 3-4 months we will open everything what happened, because right now we are all preparing. But for football players, it's a choice to make a contract with these Middle East countries to promote and help to preparing for this World Championship and have only one huge contract and have good profits, have good opportunities to be in this football world. And it's a choice to cut all bad marketing from them. It's choice to come back to football world. And they all know it, they all understand it. And that's why every day from all over the world, football players call to Kevin and say, Kevin, please connect us with blockchain sports. And that's why all football players give to us opportunities to use their Instagram. And it's not like use their Instagram. They want to show from their hearts that, guys, this blockchain sports ecosystem crazy. They start changing in football world, not in one side, in every side. They want to change everything in one time. And if, for example, 1 year ago, they say to me that, Dima, you can't do it in so huge vision. But today, when they see how we start work, when they see how we preparing this huge event in 21st of February, they all start believe, and they all feeling it's from hearts. They say, now, you know what Romario say to me? Romario say to me that in a Coca-Cola arena, when we sit together, Jeremy, when you finish your speech, last speech, Romario sit to me, and yes, he know only Portuguese, and he tell to Kevin translate to me, and he say, Dima, I come here not because I see a lot of money or I see a lot of reputation. No. I feel your heart. I feel your heart. I'm guy from favela, Romario say, and I see what you do with these guys. And now I see that you want to do it not only Brazil, you want to do it in all over the world. Two guys who come with him, these guys from crypto world, they understand technology, they understand a lot of things, and they say to Romario, you know, Romario, they really want to do it. We understand, and we see that if they integrate it to a football world, they will be like a king of football. FIFA is nothing. Okay, it's maybe it's joke. FIFA is nothing, but it's very important. And Romario, for all football players who come to these events, Romario it's father. It's father of all, because Romario, Pelé, and one more football players. It's the biggest football legends in Brazil. And Romario, one who live. Other football players die. And Romario, for them, it's like today it's idol. It's idol of football, and not of Brazilian football, of world football. And if Romario tell that his heart, not his Instagram, his heart with blockchain sport.
Yeah.
And he invite me to Rio. In next week, I fly to Rio. To his home. He invite me to his home. He invite me to favela. He wanna show me everything where we should start work. And he say, Dima, right now my heart's with you, guys. Hearts of Romario with blockchain sports. It's not
amazing.
because it's amazing.
That's incredible. Well, Dima, man, we appreciate you, love you, believe in you, and we're so honored to be a part of this project with you. I know that you've poured yourself out on this call, and we thank you for that. And you
Thank you.
definitely need to take your rest. I think for the remaining 10 minutes of this call, I love what you were saying a little bit ago about the power of this coin and the nodes. That when this coin goes live in September, with all of this support around the world, all of this use case that's going to be happening on the blockchain inside of the model, it's going to be. I've had several top leaders come in my group. Edward, I know you've had people come to you. Ilya, you've had blockchain experts come to you who said, we believe this blockchain, this coin has the potential to be a top 10 layer one blockchain coin because it's doing what everybody in the world of blockchain is longing for. It's bringing the real world and the digital world together, and it's brilliant what's happening. And so, Ilya, I think this would be a great. I think for you to come in and talk to Andre about why should someone own this node? How do these nodes actually earn coins on a daily basis? What are the benefits and some of those details? So Ilya, we'll throw it over to you and for you and Andre to talk about the nodes on this last 10 minutes of the call.
Yeah, Jeremy, before we invite Andrew, first of all, Dim, I want to say thank you because I can feel that you put a lot of energy because you're still sick a little bit, right? So you haven't recovered fully. But I think it was very important to hear this vision from you to show what you're doing on a daily basis because people, they just don't comprehend it. Many of people on this call, they just see you first time, Dima. So it was very important to show you. And I'm getting feedback that, guys, you promised to do AMA session and kind of like dive into all the product categories. So, and this is my second comment, Jeremy, right? First of all, we have so many categories, so many products here in this ecosystem. Obviously, it's very difficult to define how much people would make from some certain category, like reality show, for example, or from clubs. It's not a daily ROI type of things, right? It's completely different category. So it's more like a venture story. But we have one component of the whole ecosystem, which is probably the most important for people to understand. That's why we invited Andrew, and he's genius in what he's doing, right? Because this is something that we will help people make money from day one after the whole project goes public. And this is very important, right? We will do more AMA sessions, of course, right, Dima? So we will dive with some visuals, with PowerPoints. We will explain more what they can expect on VR, AI, technology, how we integrate all of the technology, right? But for now, for today call, and I know we're running out of time a little bit, so I think it was very important to invite Andrew. And Andrew, I don't see you. I mean, there are so many people here, panelists. Yeah, now I can see you. Yeah, now I can see you. Yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for joining from New York, plugging in. So Andrew is a person who put all of this technology together. He is like a godfather of Atleta blockchain, right? So you are the person together with your team who put together the white paper, right? Many people, they actually read your white paper and they given very good positive feedback on it, right? So it's very easy to read, it's understandable. And some people compare you with Vitalik Buterin when they first see you on the stage. The way you talk, yeah, the way they feel your energy, they feel your like obsession with the project in a good way, right? So this is very powerful. But let's come back to, like really, really basics of basics, right? Of the whole blockchain, because we are not community of nerds, we are not community of tech people, right? So we're a community of marketers and we're a community of investors, right? So that's why we really want to know some basic things, right? So, and we got a list of questions, Andrew, you know this, right? So we prepared, I mean, we don't have a lot of time to ask this 100 questions, but probably we have few most important questions that I will start with, if you don't mind. And I know you also prepared some visuals, right? So first of all, like people are like very skeptical. They cannot believe. They don't like really, they say it's not possible that we are building layer one blockchain, right? So this is very important question to you. First of all, could you explain in very simple words why this blockchain is layer 1, and you also mentioned that it has some components of layer 0 also, right? So what it means, and why we are not layer 2 or layer 3 blockchain, right? So what this blockchain specifically makes different from others.
Well, first of all, it's such a pleasure to be here with you all again today and get the chance to talk about the technology. But yes, fundamentally, Athleta is a layer 1 blockchain. What makes it a layer 1 is that we have our own validator set. Ultimately, that's what makes a blockchain valuable, is the validator set. Validators is what makes a network capable of being resilient against government shutdown or any other geopolitical or even natural disaster issues. So our validators are distributed around the world, will be distributed around the world to be able to handle any kind of pushback, to make sure that the network is operating 24/7, 365. The reason we chose layer 1 as the type of architecture we want to run with is because if we were to deploy as a layer 2, we would be dependent on other networks. As a layer 1, we are independent from anything else, and we are able to stand on our own 2 feet. The components of layer 0 is specifically the XCM, and that refers to the ability for other blockchains to connect to Athleta and then be able to send messages and communicate, such as messages or tokens between one another.
This is very powerful. And plus, being independent, right? So this blockchain is independent, but at the same time, it's compatible with Ethereum-based, like EVM compatible blockchain, right? So this is very important. Does this mean, Andrei, that those people who will, like tech guys, right, who will be working on this blockchain, they will be able to write Ethereum type of smart contracts? Just to give one example.
Correct. By opting for EVM, the Ethereum virtual machine, as our execution layer, we are able to port over all of the application infrastructure from Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, Avalanche, and all the other EVM smart chains. We can bring all their stuff straight to our chain with no hiccups.
Okay, that's powerful. Also, one more question. So we are a community, like for the last 3 years, we've been doing business on Tron blockchain, as you perfectly know, right? So people are kind of used to Tron Link, for example, right? This is a number 1, the most popular application for Tron. But when people will start using Atla coin, right? So what kind of application they will be able to use? So are we going to be on MetaMask, for example? Like many people ask this question.
Yes, the chain will be able to be ported into any of the most popular wallets today: Rainbow, Rabbit, MetaMask. Basically, every wallet on the market will be able to support Athleta.
Oh, this is powerful. This is really powerful. Yeah, not just one unique application, but actually any like major, application that people are used to. So they don't need to change their habits, right? In simple words,
Correct.
they can
Yes, very
keep their
correct.
habits and still use Athleta blockchain and Atla coin, right? Yeah, this is powerful. Then, okay, another question, very popular questions. People ask why we even needed to create our blockchain. What was the reason why we created this blockchain, right? Why we developed this blockchain?
This points back to the most powerful point here is the independence. We don't want to be dependent on any other network and beholden to their rules. As some people might know, for example, when you're using Tron, you have to pay for network operations using the TRX coin. When you use Ethereum, you have to pay for everything in the ETH. By opting for a layer 1, we're able to introduce Atla as the base layer currency. This is important because what Atla as a token is trying to do is not trying. What we're actually doing is capturing these bioeconomic primitives from sports, athletic performance, and using that as the foundation for the economic system itself.
Okay. Then, the next question is about the nodes, right? Obviously, we have nodes in each package, and I really love, these product categories that we created because each next pack has more nodes, right? And people can actually make money just on node side itself, right? But on top, the higher pack is, right, the more value people get from the product side, which in my opinion, like really genius and powerful. But let's focus, since we have you on the call, let's only focus about on the nodes, right? So people ask this question. So the blockchain is not deployed yet, but people kind of like see these coins in the back office. So are these nodes virtual, or there will be some physical, like servers basically minting the coins and validating transactions?
Yes. Well, obviously, at first we deploy virtual nodes just so we can actually make sure that all the operations are running smoothly, and then all the transactions do not interfere with any of the other communications taking place. Very soon, we will be deploying physical infrastructure to support it across a bunch of our own data centers. That way, we're all the more resilient against any kind of natural issues.
Okay, cool. And then I guess, I mean, let's come back to probably the number one question that our community has. So they want to see the money, right? So because they buy these founder specs, so they understand the value of the blockchain ecosystem, right? They see this, they see they watch videos, they see that we are backed by like all those football legends, for example, right? Just as one example, we have like huge support level on a government level, right? So huge support on government level. So they see that we have both off-chain and on-chain like projects in this ecosystem. This is understandable, right? So from technology standpoint, we will have layer one blockchain. This is understandable. But I guess the number one question is, what is in this for people, right? So how people will be able to make money. And in order for this to understand, maybe I don't know, Andrew, if you can just pull up your, I know you prepared like one very simple visual. If you can do it, maybe it will help. So let's just help people understand how exactly and when exactly they will be able to make money on the coin side, right? Because once blockchain will be deployed and the coins will go public, they will be able to obviously liquidate the coins, sell the coins, and make money, right? But there is a vesting, like a lockup period. So maybe you can show, how it works. And
what I recommend is before pulling up that visual, cover the different areas and sort of the different ways that they'll be earning the coin, so that because the visual talks specifically about the minted coins. But let's discuss it and then pull the visual up if that's okay.
Right.
Yeah,
so
of course,
to answer the first question is probably most important is understanding how the validators actually accrue the atlas coin itself. And there's two general models. First is through the emissions of being a validator. That's just the natural, if you will, God-given right to earn for helping this network operate. And secondly, they earn in perpetuity, meaning forever, from every single transaction that happens in the network. The more transactions that go through the network, the more they earn. Every validator earns a small percentage of every single activity that takes place. Like again, forever. Yeah.
So Andre, that means that let's say we deploy this blockchain in September, right? So let's say like few months down the road, we may have like few scenarios, right? One scenario is like there will be 10 million transactions, for example, just hypothetically. Another scenario, there will be like 1 billion transaction, right? So we go like super popular. The more transactions will happen on the blockchain, the bigger the value of the coin will be, right? And the more coins they will get, right? Do I understand correctly?
Correct. Yes, it's basic math. The more transactions there are, that means that there is more demand to use the network. And in order to use the network, people need to have coins. So then the more transactions there are, the higher the value of the token and the more the validators earn, all happening simultaneously.
Okay. So I guess we answered like one of the most popular questions, what would be the price of the coin? Of course, we cannot like straightforward, we cannot say whether it's going to be $1 or, like 10 cents or $10. I mean, even legally, right? So we are not allowed to give these like estimations, right? But I guess your answer is very important so that people understand, right? Because we have blockchain backed by multiple projects, backed by like superstars, legends, sports industry, and we expect it to become number one blockchain in the sports industry. So we can assume that it will be extremely popular and we'll have like multi-million, like a lot of transactions happening, right? So the more transactions we will have, the bigger value will be. And plus, Andrew, you've been in crypto space for a long time. I guess now, from a timing standpoint, I think we are positioned like perfectly because now we're entering into bullish market, right? Do you agree with me?
100%. We're hitting the iron while it's hot. Every bull market typically has 4 phases, and from history and from practice, we're just starting to creep into the second phase. Prices are going parabolic, but this is just the beginning.
Yeah,
so
that's powerful.
So let me maybe demonstrate the screen. What I'm about to show you guys, just so you understand, is the emissions for each node. Depending on when you joined, when you became a validator, there will be a slight discrepancy. And to answer your question right away, we are going to be making all of these information, all of these charts publicly available for inspection, so you guys can then later on go check through everything yourself. But let's give everybody a sneak peek. Okay, so here's a very basic outline. Those who join in March at the top, those who join in June at the bottom. The earlier you join, the sooner you join, the sooner you start earning emissions. The later you join, the later you start emitting your tokens, and the longer there will be an unlock period. So all the tokens earned by validators are always available to be liquidated. If you guys want to, everything is unlockable, but be aware that if you unlock prematurely, there will be a penalty fee. That is what these orange markers represent. Every 6 months, the penalty fee is going to decrease. So the longer you wait for your tokens to accrue, the more free-flowing your capital will be. And just to make sure, there will be an in-depth FAQ and all of these charts made available so you guys can have all of your questions answered and all of these numbers made available so you can play around with it yourself. But again, the earlier you join, the sooner you start emitting tokens. So if you join in March, you'll start emitting tokens in April. If you join in June, you're only going to start emitting tokens in July. That means joining in March, by September, you're already having your that penalty, penalization for early unstaking is going to subside substantially. However, if you join in June, you're only going to have your first subsidy decrease in February. So simply said, the sooner you join, the quicker you earn your tokens, and the more likely you are to be able to bring them to market before anybody else.
Yeah, thank you, Andre. I think these visuals are very important because now people understand the value of the product, right? More from money standpoint, right? And it's very simple formula. Not only when they buy founder specs faster, they get a better price, right? Because we have 10% increase starting from April 1st. But also they will be able to liquidate their coins faster in case they join faster, right? Which of course doesn't mean that everybody needs to buy tomorrow, but obviously there are advantages to people who buy those packs faster. I think this is very powerful. And
Correct.
let's make sure that we provide all of these visuals, all of these FAQs related to the nodes and blockchain as soon as possible, because this is the #1 topic now in our community. So I do believe
all of this information will be coming out this month.
Yeah. Okay. Let's make sure it will come up in next few days, like in at least in some minimum version, right? So we will be able to release it to our community. I think this is powerful. So thanks. I mean, we have some more questions, but we also got some techie questions. I don't want to ask you like techie questions on this call, right? But Andrew,
we're out of time. It sounds like we need to do a couple of more AMAs very soon, huh?
Yeah,
Ilya?
exactly.
One for the project categories, one specifically for the coins and the nodes and the blockchain.
Jeremy, exactly. I was going to ask Andrei. Can you, Andrei, in the end, can you just promise us that you will get back to our next AMA? We'll talk to you.
Of course.
So promise to everybody that they will see your face one more time in the near future.
Honestly, I love you guys so much. I appreciate that you guys are actually interested in building this. What Dimitri said is not a joke. We are on our way to break into the top 10 of blockchains. We will eclipse the existing on-chain sports industry and become #1. I am certain of this. We have the technology, we have the know-how, we have the team. And soon you will be able to play around and touch with it yourself. Soon.
Yeah, this is powerful because in the end of the day, it's all about utility. It's all about use cases. Jeremy, like you keep saying, and I totally agree with you, because we are on the edge of where the most advanced technology comes together with real business, right? Real sector business. So I think this is very powerful. And we will have a lot of utility for this blockchain, for this coin, right? And I'm sure that Dima will prepare for us so many cherries on the cake in the next few weeks, right? So that like the whole community will be blown away. Thanks, Andrew, for joining us. And thanks, Dima, again. I don't know, maybe Dima already left.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay. Thank you, Dima.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
Thanks
so
for
much.
your passion and thanks for your vision.
Thank you guys again. Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you.
See you soon.
And we're going to invite all of those that are joined us today that are members of our previous first project, Daisy. to stay on the webinar with us. We've got a couple of announcements to make. Be very, very short. It'll be 10, maybe 15 minutes maximum. And you guys can stay on the line as well. So Dima, thank you so much, man, for being with us. Let's rock and roll, brother.
Bye. Bye, guys.
All right. Edward, Ilya, man, it's so much information. And
Exactly.
I know, Dima gets so excited when talking about the football side of the project, and we only had a little time at the end. So let's definitely schedule very quickly another AMA session specifically to talk about, and we'll put together, we'll make sure that this week we put together in the next couple of days a one-pager, some documents that show people, hey, what's the minting schedule, what's the releasing schedule, what are the different specific areas where our nodes are going to earn the coin. So we can simplify that for everybody. But hey, that's our first AMA. That's the first time I've ever been on an AMA session. So that was
Yeah, that's true.
Jeremy, guys, we should probably do since this project is so big, but we're doing it in 6 months, we should do the next month or maybe 2, even whatever it takes, like 1 AMA session per week.
Oh, absolutely, Edward. Absolutely. We need to do it.
With Dr. Eric, we got to come back with Andre. With Andre, there's so much. The notes, I have so many people, they're going crazy over it. I didn't even realize how many fans.
Edward, we know some companies, and Jeremy, you know very well some companies, and many of our leaders in our community, they know some companies that only did nodes, right? Nothing else. They didn't have any player transfers. They didn't have any clubs. They didn't have any AI, VR, any technology, right? So that company wasn't supported by top 40 or 50 football stars, right? Or by the government, but they did amazingly good, right? So with a coin, with a node. So people made a lot of money in the last few years, right? Just to give one example, I don't want to release the name of the company. But what we have now, not only we have the nodes in maybe a little bit in different shape, but still, right? But we have the whole ecosystem, which gives us a lot of confidence that the coin price will go up, right? This is very important. It's not like some virtual type of programs that we see sometimes online, right? When people like some buy some nodes. Those nodes are not backed by anything. The coins, the blockchain is not backed by anything. They don't have layer 1 blockchain. It's completely different level. So we have the whole infrastructure, the whole ecosystem here with the most advanced technology that we have. And plus we have our own blockchain with nodes, which is part of every founder's package. I think this is really powerful.
It's huge. It's never been done. It's the first time that there's ever been a blockchain-based digital project that also offers real royalties from real world business, where you get all the benefits of the digital, and every opportunity like this that we've ever seen, it's only digital, like you said, Ilya, and at the same time able to participate in the royalties and the success of all of these other business categories. So yeah, it's incredible.
Exactly.
Awesome. All right. So we ended the YouTube live on the Limitless YouTube channel. And so we should be here now with our Daisy community. So guys, just a couple of quick important announcements that we want to make, and delivering on some of the promises that have been made that we want to dive into. So first of all, we're just, Daisy is a long-term vision. And what I mean by that is the trading performance, the rewards, the residual income, all of this, just because the crowdfunding phase has ended. And as a result of that, we said we're no more new money is coming into Daisy, into the Daisy fund. We reached our goals. We reached our targets. Our target was 500 billion. Our target was to provide the necessary funds to Endotech to develop and do what they've done. That's been achieved. Now it's, Edward, I love the words that you say. It's how would you describe the next phase, the fund phase of Daisy, the private
I don't know. I don't know if I should say that. I mean, but technically that's how it works. I mean, each of you that built your own network, right? You built your team. You pretty much built your own private hedge fund. I mean, this is how I see it. I don't know if you. I mean, we have a lawyer here. Maybe he's gonna tell me you're crazy to say that. You're not supposed to say that, but it's I wouldn't, yeah, I will not go in it. But what Jeremy is saying and what we're saying, like this is a long term. We're not gonna forget about and stop talking. We want to talk about and give you updates on every single call. There's going to be updates about Daisy, about the fund, about the licensing, everything, right? So and this is what we want to take this small part and give some other updates to. So.
And what I was referring to, Edward, was that it's now exclusive, right? This is now a members only exclusive environment, right? So those individuals that participated in the crowd fund, now you get to have the benefit and the continued benefits. And that's huge. And it was a big decision to say, hey, we're going to close the front door. There's no more new members that can join. Now, when we launch the official fund model in September and we have all of the licensing and registration and all of that done, we're going to allow existing members to continue, right? It'll be a private group. It'll be a private opportunity. It won't be open to the public. Only the existing members will have that ability. So that's coming in the future. But there's a couple of things that for legal reasons, we have to wait till the licensing is done. One of those is the ability to allow members to contribute more funds. We can't take those funds right now because the crowdfunding has ended, and now we're preparing to transition into the fund model. So we'll talk more about that. Daniil is on here with us today, our one of our lawyers, and he'll be talking about that as well. But a couple of things that we want to announce today. Number one, we announced months ago, many have asked, not many, but some have asked, how do we exit Daisy? How do we withdraw all of the funds that are in the live trading account and be done with Daisy forever? And if you're in that category and you say, hey, I wanna exit Daisy, you now have the opportunity to initiate that process. And so when you go after this call, it should be live now. When you go to your Daisy back office and you log in, you go to the withdrawal page, the normal withdrawal page, you'll see a notice there with a link to a form. And if you wish to exit Daisy and say, I'm done with Daisy, simply fill out the form and you will be in that process. We're given 7 days. We had a great call yesterday with the top leaders, the top leaders now in Limitless and from Daisy, and we discussed it, and everyone agreed it was actually the suggestion of the leaders. Let's give a short window of opportunity, and basically it's an are you in or are you out decision, right? It's a decision that says, hey, I love this project, I love this community, I love the results that I'm seeing in the platform, and I want to continue. I'm in, or I'm out. I'm done. I want to exit, and I no longer want to be a part of Daisy. Now, you can exit Daisy and still participate in Limitless, right? So that was a big question that we got: is if somebody says, "Hey, I want to exit Daisy, can I still participate in Limitless?" The answer is absolutely yes. If you exit Daisy, you're also exiting from the smart contracts your ability to earn from any of those rewards. For example, if you're in any of the bonus pools, if you're getting any unilevel rewards from the compounded trading or the withdrawals and all of that, you're exiting Daisy. So that means any funds from Daisy. Now, those funds will continue to go into the bonus pools. So any funds that are removed from payouts from the people that exit will go to the pay setter pool, the leader pool, the achievers pool as breakage. But anyone who exits Daisy, you're also completely exiting the rewards plan as well. So we want to make sure that we're clear on that. However, you can still continue to participate in the Limitless project. You still have a position in the genealogy, right? We made a big announcement. We're so excited about our next global event on August 17th. Is the project that's going to put us into what we
stream of income with our community, with Daisy Limitless. Now I'm Limitless, right? And now we have this blockchain, and there's a lot of going to be blockchain. The football is just the first category, right? And then August 17th, it's crazy. I'm so excited also, right? And by the way, I had questions from somebody asking, is this only for people who qualified in promotions or something? You're like, no, this is for everybody. This is for the whole world.
We have a 10,000 person arena.
Yes.
Already paid for, already booked
Yeah.
for August 17th. Yes.
And what is cool is what we start with Daisy, your genealogy and everything, you pre-launched with blockchain, and now building blockchain, the building Limitless, you actually already pre-building that next project for life. That is going to be, I'm more than excited. Anyway, to me, you're crazy if you want to terminate, but obviously, but there's people have reasons, and it's totally up to them, and go ahead. I mean, it's a personal decision, whoever wants to do what they want to do, right? But yeah, there's going to be a form. It's ready for you to click, get into it, and get the process going.
Absolutely. And hopefully everybody stays. We want everyone to stay, continue to reap the benefits. The new fund model that we'll be launching in September, maybe even before September, but no later than September. It's going to be very exciting, and it will only be for those that choose to be in, to choose to stay, right? But if you're out, you're out. We understand, and this is a promise that we're going to keep to the whole community. The second announcement that we want to make today, over the last 3 years, one of the hardest things we've had to hear from people, it was sad every time we heard it, is people would lose access to their wallets. They either from a scammer who, through Telegram or whatever it was, got access to a person's private keys. For some, it was actually just losing access to their wallets entirely, and we'll talk about that as well. But people had their wallets compromised, and it's gotten bigger and bigger. Unfortunately, when the Daisy model was live, when we were taking in contributions and everything was growing, there was nothing that could be done. Of course, if there was something that could be done, we would have done it. But it was technologically impossible to go in and fix those issues while the smart contracts were operating and the Daisy model was active. Now that the Daisy model has completed, we reached our goals, we are able to help those individuals out. Our technology team, and we also have a security team, a professional security company that's going to be working with us in this process. We have the ability for those who have had their wallets compromised to fix that situation. And it's going to be in one of two categories. Either you've just lost access to your wallet, and that means that you can't even log into your back office. We're going to have, and we'll announce this in another week or so, we're going to have a website, a link that you can go to, submit your information, and then we'll follow up with you. If you're in that category, if you've just lost your wallet, right? You dropped your phone in the ocean, you never saved your private keys, and you have no ability to access your wallet. That's category number one. But the main category today, that's not a huge category, because at least nobody has been stealing your funds, right? Mm-hmm. But the main category that we want to fix as quickly as possible are those individuals who have had their wallet. Your security team that'll be working with us on this. We're going to verify your sponsorship, your line of sponsorship, for example, all the way up to the Paysetter Gold or Leader that you're working with, who can validate and say, hey, we know who this person is. We have a security team that will be validating all of the original IP addresses, all of the transactional IP addresses that have been happening from the stolen wallet, from the original wallet. And there'll be a whole verification process. It's an extensive process, but it's important that we do this for the community. And some of the stories that we've heard, we just said, look, now that we can do it, we have to do it. It's just not an option. We have to make sure that those individuals And we think it's more than we even thought it was. We've been getting so many messages now from so many different people that we believe there's a lot of people who just didn't understand blockchain security. They didn't protect their private keys or their seed phrase. And as a result of that, their wallets have been compromised. And so we're going to take this time as we transition from the crowdfunding model and we transition to the fund model. We're going to take this time to also correct those situations with those compromised wallets. And so that form is also available in your back office. The third thing relates very specifically to the legal context of this transition period. And this is very important for those who choose to stay. So everybody's going to make a decision. Either you're in or you're out. If you're out, you can request. We're going to go through this process with the compromised wallets, make sure that everything is okay. And then we will, for those that are out, you can be out and you'll receive your funds. For those that are in, and this is very important, I want to make sure we don't misstate any of the language. I want everyone to understand this with the translators and everything. If you're in, until we get the final licensing completed, and everything's like this is, Daniel will talk about this, but until the final licensing is completed and we have a fully licensed and registered fund, and because of some situations that are happening in the world today as it relates to the type of project that we are, anyone who says, I'm staying in Daisy, I'm staying, we will not release weekly withdrawals until the licensing is done. And that is to protect the community. It's also to make sure that we're not releasing funds into those compromised wallets. So for those that are out, great. You're out and you can withdraw those funds in trading. But for those who say, look, I'm in, and there's some really powerful things with that. Number one, you're going to get anywhere from, it won't be any longer than September. September will be the very latest. Could be as quickly as 1 month from now. Daniil told us yesterday, but you're going to get compound. Those funds are going to compound. They're going to grow. You're going to continue to receive the full benefit of the live trading. But until we are fully in position as a fund, we've closed the crowdfunding phase. We're in this transition period. The weekly withdrawals will not be active for those members until that licensing is done. Nothing changes with the trading. Nothing changes with the rewards. Everything compounds. And once we get the live fund completed and we launch that, open up that model next, the performance fees are going to be reduced to the traditional hedge fund model, which is 20%. So that's huge. That's a 10% instead of 30% performance fees. It goes down to 20%. So this is huge. So those are the three announcements today, and we're going to bring Daniil on in a moment as well. But Edward, Ilya, let me throw it to you guys as well to share your perspective on those announcements.
Yeah, I just want to mention that since for example, Builders Pool, Achiever Pools, that's going to continue as a monthly, which is, it has nothing to do with
Contribution.
Yeah, it's part of achievement, so legally there's no problem there. That's going to be paid out. And also, while we're talking about Achievers and Builders Pool, this month, March is going to maybe delay a few days because the tech team didn't have a chance to go through and calculate how many people attend Dubai, right? Because now there's going to be less participant. So we're expecting a better payout for people who actually truly qualified and people who came to Dubai and brought basically the qualification process, whatever it had to be, if they qualified. I assume it's going to be a lot less people in those pools. That means there's a more pie for you. So that is all in schedule. I just, Ilya, maybe you had a conversation with Maria.
Yes. They actually provided today first time like final data from Coca-Cola Arena, right? Like
Okay,
from
we just said that.
yeah,
Okay.
for attendance, right? So now what our tech team is going to do is just analyze all the data, do some like cross matching, and it will definitely take a few days, right? Because this cannot, it's a lot of data, it's very sensitive. So we'll need to run it through some scripts to make sure that, you know, because we have two pools, we also
Okay.
have promoter pool. So it will take some time.
Cool. So and that's why there was no the last couple weeks there was no updates on daily like for builder and achievers because we know there's going to be a lot less people. We hope so. But
We saw some empty seats, Edward. We saw some empty seats
yeah, we saw some empty seats that it was sold out,
in
but those
Coca-Cola
empty
Arena.
seats,
Yes.
that means they were exiting the pool, right? So which is good, yeah. So
Well,
that
and then Edward too. We should also announce that we are. I don't know what date is it'll be done, but we're getting the audit done as well on the fund. So we want to make sure everybody knows that.
very good point. Very good
Very right.
point. Yeah.
Make sure everybody knows everything's good. The funds are there. The trading's rocking. Everything's solid. So we're working with a third party law firm, auditing law firm, to put together a document that will just confirm and show everybody that the funds are still there. So
Yeah,
maybe
we have to be more transparent as we're transferring into fund. But once we have a license, I think we could be even way more transparent. Maybe like once in a while, opening up accounts. I don't know if we can open up accounts. We have to consult with Daniel. He's sitting there looking like a lawyer in his suit, and he's always in a suit. Anytime I see him, he's always in a suit. Anywhere we go, he's always wears suits. But he's a football player previous, right? You see, it's very interesting. Anyway, so let's not sidetrack. Let's get
Awesome.
straight.
Yeah, let's bring Daniil on. Let's Daniil, why don't you jump in here and give us from the legal perspective why now is the right time for us to deal with some of these issues we're going to deal with, and why the transition period from the crowd fund to the actual fund model. So we'll throw it to you, man.
Yes, hello everyone. So for those who weren't in Dubai and haven't heard the reasons, well, the first and foremost reason is that the crowdfunding has ended. Yeah, and as soon as you're ending this phase, you are basically not allowed to deal with people funds unless you have some other business structure in place. And in our case, because this is a trading technology built by Endotech, so for us, basically the only option is go to a fund-like model. And in fund-like model, you are actually managing the people money. So, and until you are not licensed to do so, you cannot do so. So in our situation, we are not going to like terminate all the accounts, put up the structure, and then ask everybody to come back. Yeah, it's not feasible considering how many people and how many funds we have. So that's why I would say, as yesterday, it's not a choice. You know, it has to be done in this way because we need to protect community and we need to protect founders. And as Jeremy said on the timeline, the September is like the last possible date. I truly believe that from the legal side, about a month will take in order to have the, as I said, minimal viable product in place so we can continue the operations. There might be some delays on the technical side because it all has to come together at one point. But yeah, as I said, from the legal point of view, this is not a choice. This is the only way to go because we need to protect the community and the founders.
Yeah, there were, some times in the past, I know where we made business decisions on our end, right? Where we said, okay, this is one of those moments where we don't have that luxury, exactly. I guess.
Exactly. The last 3 years, I mean, as I told also yesterday, there were a lot of like crossroads where there is a business decision or a legal decision, and not always I was agreeing with you. Yeah. But I understand I'm not the businessman here. I'm the lawyer. I have to protect it, and now that's my job and my role to say that, guys, as of now, crowdfunding has ended. Until we have fully licensed entities in place and ready for onboarding, no transactions in or out. And as you know, it helped also on the other things, because in order to allow the termination, it has to be stopped. In order to deal with this really serious situation on hacked wallets, the system needs to be also shut down. So I mean, eventually it played quite well in our hands.
Awesome.
So to
Good.
continue, Jeremy, just to be clear, the pools are continuing getting paid out as usual. There's nothing changed there, like Achiever and Builder pools. Dubai attendees, everybody who attend, everything is going to continue. We're going to recalculate. We have putting those funds into trading. The reporting, daily reporting, which is we confirmed, heavily talked with Daniil and
within this trading entity, and you can decide to pull something out of the trade and just keep it there, or
maybe later add on,
trading, or pull it totally out to yourself.
pull out, add on. Okay, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And let's clarify too, when the 30% performance fee goes to 20%, the full 15% still goes to the rewards plan.
Exactly.
So that's powerful. So
You read my mind, Jeremy.
I love it. We're always on that same frequency. So for those that are, you have the unilevel rewards and the other rewards, that full 15% in the rewards plan continues 100% to pay out the same. The only reduction on the performance fee goes to the business side.
Just to say this, Jeremy, Ilya knows very well, because at the beginning, before we start Daisy, the hedge fund, the thing is, for me, it's exciting, right? And not everybody understands it. Not everybody's excited about it, but we want to run the hedge fund, going to it correctly, everything right. Make sure we don't do some kind of mistakes during this procedure. And then, like Daniil said, it's not if, it's when. If we make a mistake, it's for sure we will pay for this mistake, right? So we don't want to make it something by accident, make some kind of mistake, right? So we're happy we have good lawyers that they tell us what to do, right? But in the future, for a longer time, we want to grow this hedge fund. We don't want it like, I personally, I want to have like the world know about this hedge fund, that we have, let's say, 250,000 people in this hedge fund. We have multi-billion-dollar hedge fund operation. So that's for long, many years go forward. So that's the goal. That's not just a dream, that's a reality. And this is where we're going. We already have something big that a lot of hedge funds are dreaming only about this, and we have it, right? So now we have to be very careful to do everything correctly with in transition. And again, everything works for the right reason. Everything happens for the right reason. During this short period of time, we'll be able to help a lot of people who truly have been compromised. We know people, they built this for 3 years and they have no access, and they just watch their back office, how the funds from commissions, people get a withdraw, they don't take that, all their downline withdraw, and all the commissions comes to their wallet. It just, the hackers, I don't call them hackers, those are the most disgusting people who's doing this. There's no words to describe if someone like trying to steal funds from people. I don't know, I have no words, but we see it, and it's like heartbreaking to see that people build it, and it's not one time, it's going over and over and over, because they have no access to their wallets. So anyway, I'm happy that we can actually change. It's going to be a heavy due diligence, heavy KYCs to go through, make sure
And Edward, and now finally we can do it because we couldn't do it before while
Oh,
we
that's not
in
possible. Yeah.
crowdfunding phase, right? Because it was on the run, we saw the complication of smart contracts. That's why, I mean, we have so many leaders, so many friends who got their wallets hacked, and we couldn't help because it's on smart contracts and it's not centralized. Nothing we could do here. Now, finally, since we closed, right? Nobody can join. So this is the best timing for us to take care of these people.
Absolutely. Well, guys, for most folks, we've been on for an hour and 45 minutes now between the two calls. So
Yeah.
we want to thank you. We love this community so much. What's coming next, what we're doing in August, what we're launching in August, you don't want to miss it. I believe we'll have all 10,000 seats filled in Las Vegas. When the word gets out about the next project, everything is leading up to this. But you guys know how much, how thankful we are for this community of leaders all over the world. We've already done what has never been done before. We're doing it again now with Limitless and blockchain sports, and it's just going to keep getting stronger and stronger. So we appreciate you with all of our hearts, and thank you for your commitment to the vision, for being a part of this community, and we got a huge future. Edward, I see that you've got
Yes. For August, when are we gonna start announcing the ticket selling? Because I have so many people already been asking, and because they need to plan. Some people need to get visas. Some people wanna come ahead of time to adjust on time zones.
We're gonna connect our team with the production company probably this week, right? And we'll be able to start with that. So yeah, it'll be awesome. It'll be well organized, done right, and we're gonna knock it out of the ballpark.
Yeah, and we will announce next AMA session and we get really busy.
I love it. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and we'll talk to everybody soon. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, take care.